We are live. Welcome to college football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Welcome into the studio that sits on the corner of Keith Jackson Parkway in Kurt Gowdy Avenue. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to be a PATC legend in the comments section or with your phone calls. Welcome on in. Kansas Jayhawks, Lance Leipold versus Brent Venables and the Oklahoma Sooners, the undefeated Oklahoma Sooners, the Oklahoma Sooners that has a lead in the Big 12 race over everybody else. But can Kansas pull the upset? Well, you know, when we talk about David and Goliath, we always have to play this song. Always. Good morning, Jeff Brewster. Boomer. Randy Taylor's in the house. Steve McNeely. Good morning, PATC community. Nathan Campbell. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Little General. The Evil Badger's in the house. He's getting himself ready for the Badgers versus the Buckeyes. David Hackett's in the house. Jeff Brewster's in the house. Thank you all for coming on in. Oklahoma, Kansas. The watch party game for this weekend, week 9. Lance Leipold, the Jayhawks. They're going to have to do it with Jason Bean. Jalen Daniels is out. Can they do it? Can they pull it off? Big noon. Kansas, Oklahoma. Tell me what you think in the comments section. They're making their predictions right now. Urban Meyer, Matt Lee, Leanhalt, Mark, and Brady. The scoreboard is ready. The scoreboard is all set up. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Dylan Gabriel has been hot. Let's put up the... give me a second here. Now, he was creeping in to be maybe possibly the front runner in the Heisman watch. He was going into week 8. I think right now J.J. McCarthy of the Michigan Wolverines has taken over that number 1 spot away from Michael Penix Jr. Take a look. Dylan Gabriel, 2,131 yards passing, 71.2% completion percentage, 19 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, a 172 rating. And of course, you got to look at this as well. 230 yards running the ball. Dylan Gabriel with another 5 rushing TDs. That's 24 TDs all together. That is having a special season, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Kansas Jayhawks. Unfortunately, Jalen Daniels has been battling a back injury. He hasn't been playing much. Bean has come in. He's completed 65.3%. 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a rating of 173. And of course, Bean has run for 93 yards. The main offense for the Jayhawks is Neal, the great running back. He's been there for at least 3 years that I know of. 659 yards, a 7.3 yards rushing percentage. Then Hishaw Jr., 437, 6.4. McDuffie. The Jayhawks running game is no joke. And then they have a plethora of wide receivers. They spread the ball out. Arnold, Skinner, Fairchild, the tight end, Grimm, Graham, possession receiver, 18 catches, 244, 13 yards, 13.6, 3 touchdowns. Arnold leads the team with 25 receptions. So Kansas likes to spread the ball out. The Sooners, Dylan Gabriel, we know about him. Major, 308 yards, 3.9 average. Walker, 239, 4.5 average. The Oklahoma Sooners are only averaging 4.1 yards per rush. That's not a great average, ladies and gentlemen. The Kansas Jayhawks are averaging 5.6, so we're going to keep an eye on the Oklahoma Sooners running attack. The Oklahoma Sooners behind Brent Venables. They're all fired up in Norman, Oklahoma. Another game we're going to keep a watch on all the games, obviously, right? That's what we do here at Peek Around the Corner during our watch parties. We're going to keep an eye on all the scores. But this 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, 11 o'clock Central time, the slate is kind of thin. You got Florida State, Wake Forest, Indiana, Penn State. Penn State should roll. Not a whole lot of big games. Not big games at all, except for this one. This being the exception. This is why we decided to do a watch party. Kansas and Oklahoma. Houston and Kansas State. They're playing right now. West Virginia and USC. Those are the games. These two games we'll keep an eye on. West Virginia, UCF. That's a big game for both squads. UCF still looking for their first Big 12 win. They're playing at home against West Virginia, who's lost 2 in a row. Kansas State still, look, they're in this until they're out of it. They're in the Big 12 race until someone knocks them out. They're not out of it. No way, no how. If they beat Houston at home, they'll be 4-1 in conference play. Again, thank you so much, Stephen McNeely. How much of J.J. McCarthy's success is due to sign stealing? Maybe some. I don't know. No idea. Now he's a great quarterback. He is. Look at his skills. When he sees when he's rolling out and he's got a rush on him, and he makes a sudden throw, an impactful throw, accurate, that's not stealing signs. That's just J.J. McCarthy being an elite college quarterback. So, no question about it, made the offense easier for Michigan. But J.J. McCarthy is the real deal Holyfield, in my opinion. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't answer the question of how much. There's no way I can do that. But J.J. McCarthy's real, man. He is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your super chat. If you donate to the channel to help us keep the lights on here during the watch party, your comment will get to it as fast as we possibly can. That's how we keep this program going, the show going. Thank you, Stephen McNeely. Appreciate it. Jason Bean, getting ready. The Jayhawks are in their blue uniforms, all the way blue. The jersey and the pants. West Virginia and UCF has started. It looks like West Virginia started with the football. That's a big game. Neil Brown, he needs that game. No question about it. If they lose 3 in a row, he's really back on the hot seat. It looks like the Kansas Jayhawks will start with the football. Nice little return. Kansas Jayhawks returns it to their 33-yard line. A nice little return. First and 10, Kansas. Shotgun, single back formation. Man in motion. Little handoff to Neal. He got about 7 yards. Second and 5. Devin Neal having a fantastic year. Kansas Jayhawks running attack has been pretty successful. When you're averaging 5.6 yards per rush, they do a lot of pre-snap motion. Holy smokes. What is this? Complete to the tight end. Mason Fairchild. That's the gain of 6 yards, and that is a Kansas Jayhawks first down. Welcome on in, everybody. This is what we do at Peek Around the Corner. We do watch parties every single weekend. Ooh, that's a decent run. There it is again. That's a first down run of 12 yards. Holy smokes. Wow, that's Hishaw. 17 yards, 2 carries so far this game. For number 20, he's getting off the blocks early this game. Again, so far this season, Kansas Jayhawks running game has been better than the Sooners. We'll see what happens. Look at all that pre-snap movement. It confuses the defense. Oh, that would have worked. That was a fake double reverse trying to get it off to their fullback / tight end, and it falls incomplete. The field conditions, Randy, I'm not sure on that. I don't really know. Yep, the Cowboys, Oklahoma State Cowboys, Nathan, they've been hot. No question about it. Shotgun formation, man in motion, 2nd and 10. This time they do run the end run with Neal. Got a few yards. Kansas Jayhawks, look at all that pre-snap. West Virginia scores a touchdown. They get up a quick touchdown. Get up a quick 6 points against UCF. There it is. First down, Kansas once again. Pass to Hishaw. Oklahoma having a difficult time reading, recognizing, recognition. They're having a hard time with recognition so far in the first drive of the Kansas Jayhawks. It's 1st and 10 at Oklahoma's 34-yard line. Now, Brent Venables is a great coach. He's a great defensive mind. Hopefully Oklahoma, for their sake, can figure this out. That was an option play that went for -1 yards. That did not work. Kansas likes to challenge you horizontal. They go from one side of the field all the way to the other side of the field with all that pre-snap motion. They use up every inch horizontally of the football field. Ooh, it's complete. If it was a better pass, the wide receiver could have done something with that. The wide receiver could have done something with that. Trevor Wilson gets 3 yards. It's 3rd and 7. Big play. Big play. Big play. They ran the ball. They're short 3 yards. 4th and 3. It seems like they called that play knowing that they were going to go for it on 4th down, and that's exactly what's going on. It is cold across most of the Midwest here in during this Saturday early games. The Minnesota Golden Gophers game, it's going to be 34 degrees at kickoff. In the Nebraska game, it's going to be 38 degrees at tip-off, and that was knocked down. No good. Oklahoma takes over the football. They stop the Kansas Jayhawks in their first drive. Jeff Olson, how did the second Gopher Badger game went? The Badgers swept the number 1 ranked Gophers hockey. The Wisconsin Badgers swept the Gophers. Not a good look for the Minnesota. Not a good look for Minnesota. Absolutely. The Wisconsin Badgers hockey team program has been struggling. Are they coming back off the ice? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Not a good look. Not a good look for Minnesota. Is Oklahoma State playing this weekend? I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure they don't. I haven't. They are. They're playing Cincinnati. 7 o'clock Eastern time. Cincinnati. Oklahoma State at Cincinnati. Yes, Oklahoma State is hot. I didn't remember that game was on the slate. Iowa State, Baylor, BYU, Texas. I guess I did not really look at the Cincinnati Bearcats Oklahoma State game. That's at home. The Cowboys should pick up their 4th Big 12 conference win of the season. So West Virginia gets out to a quick 7-0 lead, and Oklahoma now has against UCF, and Oklahoma gets the ball for the very first time against the Kansas Jayhawks. Thanks again for everybody coming in to the watch party. Oklahoma, Kansas. This is very important. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Big 12 standings. First and 10 at their 27-yard line. Gabriel, incomplete, wide left. Looking for the guy close to the left side of the field, sidelines. It was wide. Not close. Let's take a look at Oklahoma. They're 4-0. They're sitting on top of the Big 12. The Iowa State Cyclones, 3-1. Oklahoma State won their last 3. They're 3-1. Texas is there at 3-1. Quinn Ewers is injured. Malik Malik Murphy is now going to be their starter. That's a big run for Oklahoma. A good second down run. It's going to be third and short. Kansas State Jayhawks, you can't count them out. The reigning Big 12 champions, Kansas Jayhawks are 2-2, BYU 2-2. West Virginia picked off! 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Kansas Jayhawks! Holy smokes!
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
He jumped the route. Dylan Gabriel. He doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, but the lefty made a mistake on that play. Oh, yes, he was covered. Very little separation before Gabriel threw that pass. He had it all the way, picked off. Wow. Holy smokes. Kansas has jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead over the number 6 ranked Oklahoma Sooners in Norman, Oklahoma. Wow. He had it all the way, picked off the Kansas Jayhawks. Woo! Did I say Kansas State Jayhawks? I'm sorry. Kansas State Wildcats. Thank you, Ryan Martin. Appreciate it. Kansas State Wildcats are your reigning Big 12 champions. There goes his Heisman chances. I wouldn't say that. But he's having a great year. He's going to bring Oklahoma back in this game. Dylan Gabriel having a sensational year. Second year with Oklahoma, was a transfer quarterback. He's not quite in the top 2 or the top 3 in the Heisman race. You got to put Marvin Harrison Jr. up there as well as a non-quarterback. You guys still have to have Michael Penix up there. Had a rough outing last week, but Michael Penix Jr. is right there. J.J. McCarthy's right there. Marvin Harrison Jr. is right there. I don't think we're going to have a repeat, though, of Caleb Williams. That's not going to happen. So Archie Griffin is going to be the only remaining player with back-to-back Heisman Trophy wins. Archie Griffin, 1974-75 of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Stephen McNeely, Maryland 7, Northwestern 7. Thank you, McNeely. Appreciate the update. UCF seems to be moving the ball a little bit. They got a 3rd and a 3, 3rd and a 4. I'm going to be way behind, probably 25 seconds behind you all on the West Virginia UCF game. I should be only a few seconds behind you on the Kansas-Oklahoma game. Third and 6, UCF. Plumlee chucks it. It's complete. Touchdown, UCF. I think that's a touchdown. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. Touchdown. West Virginia Mountaineers are having difficulties in the secondary, just like last year. They're really breaking down back there. People are making plays left and right on this. It was a good rush. They got a good pass rush. They just can't get up and make the plays athletically in the West Virginia secondary. Sooners returning the kickoff at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Gabriel, shotgun. Single back. He threw it to the back. Swing pass. Got a couple yards. Got a couple yards on that play. Florida State's up 7-0. Thank you, Expedition Greg. Appreciate it. Not much there for the Sooners. You got about a 3rd and 4 now. 3rd and 5. We take a look at the scoreboard. Florida State's up a quick 7-0 lead over Wake Forest. Penn State and Indiana still 0-0. The rest of the top 25 has not started playing. That's a first down for the Oklahoma Sooners. There we go. Here they come. That's what the Sooners needed. Right there. Right there. Let's take a look at some other scores. UConn and Boston College are 0-0. In the first quarter, Kansas shuts down that play. Kansas State's up a quick 7-0 over Houston. UCF, West Virginia, as we said, are tied 7-7. BYU and Texas play at 3:30 Eastern. So does Iowa State and Baylor. And at 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern, Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. It's a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Another big play here coming up. 43-yard line. Gabriel, shotgun. Back to pass. Good pass. He was covered. It was dropped, but there's a flag. There's a flag on the field. Good coverage. Might be calling pass interference on this. First down, Oklahoma. First down, Oklahoma. Nice gain. Nice gain by Freeman of Oklahoma. That's going to be about a 2nd and 4. Here comes the Sooners. Kansas almost stopped them, but they got a penalty thrown on them. Gabriel back to pass. Pockets. He's running out of there. Big gain. First down, Sooners. Another first down. First and 10. You only get maybe one shot to stop the Sooners offense. And if you don't make them pay, if they get out of it, they're hard to stop a second time on any single drive. There's an end run. There's about 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6. 6 minutes ago in the first quarter. Ryan Martin, it feels like whoever wins the turnover game today wins it all. Well, right now, Kansas is up 1-0 on the turnover game. It was a pick 6. Gabriel in the shotgun, single back, sitting next to him. Good running play. It's going to end up being about a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 at the Kansas Jayhawks 20-yard line. Gabriel back to pass. Got brought down. It's short. It's 4th and 3. Now what do you do for you, Oklahoma? Do you kick the field goal? Do you go for it? I got a feeling they're going to go for it here. Oklahoma, they like to go for it. They're down 7. Now, I talked about this before. Bud Grant, he would kick the field goal because he would want that 0 off the scoreboard. 4th and 3, big play. Dylan Gabriel back to pass. Getting rushed once again. Down he goes. Down he goes. He did not make it. The Kansas Jayhawks take over with a 7-0 lead. The Oklahoma Sooners, 2 times they've had the ball. The first time was a pick 6. The second time, they could not make it on a 4th and goal, just short of Kansas' 20-yard line. He was sacked. I think that's going to be considered a sack. I think his knee was down before he released the football. Kansas. Wow. Are we talking about it, ladies and gentlemen? Already? Are we talking about it? Is this the Kansas Jayhawks going to beat the number 6 Oklahoma in Norman? Is this David and Goliath here on October 28th? Is this going to be a full Saturday of upsets? Can it be? Can it be? Will it be? It could be. It very well could be. Lance Leipold doing an unbelievable job at Kansas. Unbelievable job. Rebuilding the football program. Nobody thought Kansas would be this competitive, this good, in such a short period of time once Lance Leipold took over the reins. They're up 7-0 against Oklahoma Sooners. Can they put up some more points right here? Stick around. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Maryland 14, Northwestern 7. Wow. Oklahoma went for it. Bud Grant, a Hall of Fame head coach of the Vikings, he would have kicked the field goal. His thought was, if it's 4th down and short, and I still have 0 on the board, and it's the first half of the game, I'm taking the 0 off the board. I want to see that 0 off the board. I know my players want to see the 0 off the board. Big game tonight, Buckeyes and Wisconsin. Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big one. Let's take a look at the scores real quick here. Real quick. South Carolina, Texas A&M. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's still 0-0, but South Carolina has the ball in the Texas A&M red zone. Pac-12, Oregon, Utah. That's going to be 3:30 Eastern Time. USC versus California, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Stanford, Washington, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. There's an option play. There's a little pitch. That's going to be Kansas got back to the line of scrimmage. Got about a yard out of it. Colorado, UCLA at 7:30 Eastern Time. Washington, Arizona State, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Oregon State, Arizona, at 10:30 Eastern Time. Those are your games in the Pac-12 today. Second and 8. Oh, incomplete pass. They did it wouldn't have gone anywhere. A little bit of trickery by the Kansas Jayhawks. 3rd and 8. Kansas is showing pretty much almost their entire playbook early in this game. They're throwing everything out. UCF West Virginia, with a big run. Big run by the West Virginia Mountaineers. Bean shotgun. Neal sitting next to him, back to pass. He guns it. Oh! He caught it. Is that Luke Grimm? I don't know who that is that just caught that ball. No, it's not Grimm. First down. That's the leading receiver. Wow. That is a big play. Big first down for Kansas Jayhawks. Oh, he stretched out for that one. Wow, that's a big time catch by Lawrence Arnold. Holy smokes. Kansas got the ball at their own 48-yard line. That's the play of the game so far, besides that pick six, of course. Little bubble screen out in the flat. Looks like that was Wilson. I'm not sure who that was. Got a couple yards. Kansas likes to go east to west, east to west, east to west, spreading the defense out, trying to get the defense confused with all that pre-snap movement. Oh, a little bit of a run there. It's going to be a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. John Teal heats off Ryan Day now that we know Michigan cheated. Thank you, John Teal, again for your generosity towards this channel. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very, very much. I never thought there should be any heat on Ryan Day anyways. I understand. Ohio State, incredibly high standards. You lose a couple to Michigan. I mean, look at Ryan Day's record. That's another first down. That is another first down. Whoops. That's another first down for the Kansas Jayhawks. They're moving the ball again. A missed tackle for Oklahoma. Wow. They're at the Sooners' 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 7-0 Kansas. Daniel Hishaw is having a great game. He gets the ball again. He gets another 5 yards. We talked about the running game of Kansas versus the running game of Oklahoma. Kansas has been averaging 5.6 yards a rush going into this contest. Oklahoma's been only averaging 4.1 yards per rush. Look at the difference, and look at the difference of what's going on here in the first quarter. Hopefully the heat's off Ryan Day. I don't believe the heat should have been on him anyways, but I understand. I understand. This will help a little bit, no question about it. Thanks once again, John Teal. That's the first. Neal breaks a tackle. He's almost broke another tackle. Holy smokes. The Oklahoma Sooners can't wrap up and take the Jayhawks down. It's another first down for the Kansas Jayhawks. They're down to the Oklahoma Sooners 13-yard line. Holy smokes. Stephen McNeely 7-0 over Texas A&M. Again, John Teal, thank you for your generosity to this channel. I very much appreciate it. We keep our lights on because of your generosity, your donations. If you put out a comment with the dollar sign, the comment section, we'll get your comment up as fast as we possibly can. Holy smokes. 7-0. Now, I didn't see, was there a timeout? Was that the end of the first quarter? We got commercials. I didn't see what happened there. But we do have commercials. Kansas about to put up some more points on the board. If you're just joining us, the Jayhawks have taken a 7-0 lead over the number 6 ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Let's take a look across the country. what is going on in these football games today. Kansas State Wildcats still up 7-0. UCF West Virginia 7-7. They got the ball. It's 4th and goal at the UCF 6-yard line. Wow. In the Big Ten, it's Indiana 7. Indiana 7. Penn State nothing. Has Greg the Cooler completely smashed in the Penn State Nittany Lions? It looks like DeQuest Carter of Indiana had a 90-yard touchdown pass against the Penn State. You see that 90-yard touchdown, 93 yards and 2 catches, a 90-yard pass from Sorsby to Carter. Indiana has a surprising 7-0 lead over the Penn State Nittany Lions. Wow. Northwestern, they've just scored again. They've tied up Maryland 14-14. Wow, Maryland, you cannot lose this game. If you want to get to a good bowl game, the Terrapins have to. They've got to win this game. Holy smokes. And Northwestern 3-4, their interim head coach, doing a pretty good job. They're being very competitive. They beat my Minnesota Golden Gophers in a shocker. The curse of the cooler. I think you're seeing it. It's at the 14-yard line. Kansas Jayhawks kneel. He broke another tackle. Oklahoma Sooners can't tackle right now. The Oklahoma Sooners can't tackle right now. I don't know. Now, of course, you got to tip your cap to the Jayhawks. The running backs are playing hard. Jared Jones, thanks for your super chat. Thanks for your continued generosity to this channel. Mr. Buckeye, you've been very kind to me. I appreciate it. The little general appreciate it. Penn State offense looks worse than Iowa's. Yikes. Hishaw, another broken tackle. Touchdown! Kansas! Touchdown! Kansas! Holy smokes! Touchdown! The number 6 team in the land is getting shredded. They cannot bring down the Kansas Jayhawks. That was a nice little stiff arm. A nice little stiff arm by Hishaw. You see that? Boom. With the left arm. Boom. Boom. And he takes it out wide. Touchdown, Kansas. Unbelievable. And, of course, I forgot. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Ooh. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. 14-0. 14-0. Kansas over the 6th ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Man. Wow. Steven Vett, Oklahoma can't tackle. Ryan Martin, touchdown, Kansas. Expedition Greg, touchdown, Kansas. NE, Kansas is a flexin'. Wow. UCF's got the ball at West Virginia's 47-yard line. That game is going up and down the field. Quarterback running out. He got a couple yards. Man, oh man, oh man. Holy smokes. I'm going to be taking just a quick look around on X just to see people's... Penn State did tie it up with Indiana. It is 7-7. Northwestern Maryland is 14-14. Wow, we have a lot of good competitive games early on here. West Virginia 10-7 over UCF. Kansas 14-0. Kansas State 14-0 over Houston. Just taking a quick look around the college football SEC. South Carolina 7, Texas A&M nothing. So far in this game, Dylan Gabriel, 2 of 4, 8 yards, 1 interception. Jason Bean, 5 of 8, 45 yards. But look at the running. We talked about it pre-game. Oklahoma, 10 carries, 37 yards. Kansas, 12 carries for 74 yards. We talked about that early pre-game. Kansas averaging 5.6 yards per rush during the season thus far, and Oklahoma averaging 4.1. I think Oklahoma is going to have to really open it up now. They tried to run the ball. They could not with much effectiveness. I think they got to let Dylan Gabriel loose. I often say run that ball. This time in Oklahoma, throw some more. Let Gabriel loose. Let him loose. All 3 downs, passing play. And what do? They run the ball, and it's a pretty good game. 9 yards. Thank goodness they didn't listen to me. Thank goodness they did not listen to me. First playoff ranking comes out Tuesday. You're correct, Expedition Greg. We're going to be covering it live Tuesday in real time. First down, Oklahoma. Now, they did the opposite of what I thought they should do, and it was successful. Walker with a good run. They're still hitting that running game. First down and 10. Nice little flat pass over to the Stoops. You got about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Oklahoma. Let Gabriel loose. They haven't really taken a shot down the field. Kansas is playing up at the line. Another flat going the other way. And Stoops broke a tackle. Good play by Stoops, the wide receiver, number 12. Oklahoma first down. First down at the Kansas Jayhawks 45-yard line. Touchdown! And there's a flag on the field. What do we got on that flag? I did not see it. Unsportsmanlike? Something like that? A personal foul. Here comes the Sooners. Here comes the Sooners. Nice little run. Down 14 points versus Kansas. First time since 1996. We got a player down for Kansas, injured. Oklahoma Sooners have driven into Kansas territory. West Virginia just got an interception. Beanie Bishop just got an interception off a wide receiver of UCF. He was falling down. The wide receiver caught it, but then it hit off his chest, hit off one of his feet, went way up in the air, and Beanie Bishop caught the interception. First down, West Virginia at their 35-yard line. They're up 10-7. Ooh, Garrett Green missed a wide open receiver. Mr. Wide open, their wide open tight end, their transfer tight end. Take a look at the scores here. West Virginia, 2nd and 10, their 36-yard line. They're going to run that ball for about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and long. Florida State's up 10-0 over Wake Forest. UConn 7-7 against Boston College. Clemson and North Carolina State going to be starting pretty soon. Notre Dame versus Pittsburgh. That's at 3:30 Eastern Time. Duke Blue Devils versus the Louisville Cardinals. That's a big game. Duke 2-1 in the ACC. Louisville 3-1 in the ACC. There's that battle on who's going to finish second in the ACC to play Florida State in the conference championship game. That's a huge game. Huge game. Virginia coming off a big win versus Miami, Florida. Coming off a big win. Virginia, Miami, Florida, 3:30. North Carolina suffering that big upset against Virginia last week. They played Georgia Tech at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern this evening. Oklahoma, they're showing a graphic. They've beaten Kansas 18 straight times. But Kansas is up 14-0. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Gallagher with a great run for West Virginia. True freshman receiver, number 2, making a big play out of the state of Pennsylvania. He's going to be a heck of a player for West Virginia in the years ahead. Illegal motion on Oklahoma. AP tuning in from Lyon, France, by the way of Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you so much, AP. Thank you so much. That's going to help our numbers when it comes to the country of France. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on in this morning. Oklahoma. Now that's a good run. Their running game's doing pretty good, but now they have that 4th down situation again. 4th down and 3 at Kansas 21-yard line. The exact same situation they had it last time. They went for it, they didn't make it. They're going for it again. 4th and 3, Kansas 21-yard line. Gabriel in the shotgun. Running back in motion. Did not a wide open tight end. First down, Oklahoma. Down at the 8-yard line of Kansas. Wow. Beautifully executed play. They were not, that man was wide open. Oklahoma runs the ball. They basically got maybe a yard or 2. Kansas says they got the ball. Kansas says they got the ball. The referees are talking. It's second down, Oklahoma. Maybe they called that the whistle blew. Lance Leipold is very upset on the sidelines. Kansas thought they got the turnover. Fox has not shown a replay yet. Second down and goal, Oklahoma. They must have said that the whistle blew. Gabriel's running the ball now. And that's a touchdown, Oklahoma. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Oh! I would like to see that replay again. But anyways, Oklahoma scores a touchdown, 7-0. Wow. West Virginia 17, UCF 7. UCF still trying to get that first Big 12 victory. West Virginia goes down the field and scores after an interception. Expedition Greg got some news for you, Greg, on who might have helped TCU on Michigan. According to the Columbus Dispatch, Ohio State helped TCU before the... Yeah, we did a live show last night. We talked about it. We talked about Yahoo Sports, Ross Dellinger's article. It was late last night. We did a live show on it. There was numerous teams that helped the Buckeye TCU. TCU was tipped off by numerous Big Ten teams. That's what it said in the report. If there's any other information, more detail, just send me a DM and I'll take a look at it. Thank you, Expedition Greg. Appreciate it. Yeah, we covered this. We covered this exact same story last night. Check it out. Everybody who's in the chat watching the show, we did a live show last night. TCU was tipped off. Was tipped off by Ohio State and other schools across the Big Ten. AMAC, Kansas got screwed. It was close. It was close. It was very, very close. Yep, I got it, Expedition Greg. Appreciate it. I covered that story last night. We did a live show on it last night. That exact story. Ohio State and other Big Ten schools helped TCU. They tipped off TCU. If anybody in the chat hasn't seen that report, go take a look after the watch party to our PATC live show last night. We talked about it, that exact same report. We had a 2-hour show on it. Houston missed a field goal. So, Kansas 14, Oklahoma 7, Kansas State 14, Houston nothing, West Virginia 17-7 over UCF. Take a quick look at the ACC. We got the Boston, Florida State still up 10-0 over Wake Forest. Wake Forest does have a 3rd and goal at the Florida State's 2-yard line. Being back to pass, it's incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Boston College tied with UConn 7-7, but they have the ball at the UConn 6-yard line. It's 2nd and goal for Boston College. In the Big Ten, Indiana still tied with Penn State 7-7. Northwestern is up on Maryland 21-14. What has happened to the Terrapins? Michigan State and Minnesota play at 3:30 Eastern. A good run by Kansas sets up a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Purdue and Nebraska play at 3:30 Eastern. Wisconsin and Ohio State at 7:30 Eastern. Kansas. 3rd down. Being back to pass. Wide open, but he dropped it. The tight end got hammered right after he catched it. He dropped it. Kansas is going to have to punt the ball. Kansas is going to have to punt the ball. They're going to have to give it up. Jason Bean, 5 of 10 for 45 yards. Dylan Gabriel, 5 of 7, 38 yards. Oklahoma Sooners. The momentum has turned towards the Sooners. Sooners, Boomers. Kansas punts the ball. It's going to be a fair catch for Oklahoma. They'll start it at the 33-yard line. UCF is driving the ball now. They're down by 10. Plumlee 6 of 7, 69 yards, a touchdown and an interception. That was quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate interception. K-State, Kansas State Wildcats, Will Howard, so far against the Houston Cougars, 12 of 12, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. 12 of 12 for 140, 2 touchdowns. Will Howard, wow. UCF, another big play. They're going right down on West Virginia. They're just driving the ball again, running that football. Another big gain. They're looking to get within 3 of West Virginia. They were driving last time, but an interception where the wide receiver dropped it, kicked it up in the air. West Virginia took advantage. UCF is already down to the Mountaineers' 20-yard line. Stephen McNeely, 7-7, Texas A&M and South Carolina. Yep, read that score off a little bit ago. Northwestern, 21-14 over Maryland. What has happened to the Terrapins? What has happened to the Terrapins? It's 17-yard line, UCF, 2nd down. Plumlee's going to run it. Big time runner. 1st down, UCF down at about the 8-7-yard line of West Virginia. Swing pass to the running back, Oklahoma. Good yardage. Very good yardage on the first down. It's 2nd and 3. The Sooners are now rolling. They have picked it up. Kansas is going to have to answer back. UCF with the touchdown. Let's see what happened here. I did not see it in real time. Plumlee looks like he ran it in. He ran it in, man. West Virginia, they were steamrolled on that drive. That's going to be quite the game at the bounce. 17-3, 17-14, West Virginia. West Virginia's defense has absolutely collapsed in the last couple weeks, and they're having a difficult time against UCF. That's going to be decided, whoever maybe has the ball last in that game. 14-7, Indiana. Holy smokes. What is going on? Oh, I know what's going on. We all know what's going on. Greg the Cooler. How did they score? Another touchdown pass. Another long touchdown pass to Donovan McCulley. Look at this. Brendan Sorsby is 3 of 6 for 162 yards. What? 3 of 6 for 162 yards and 2 touchdowns? Unbelievable. 2 long touchdown passes. A 90-yard pass, a 90-yard pass, and a 69-yard TD pass. And Indiana has taken a 14-7 lead over the number 10 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Man, oh man. Oklahoma run that ball close to a first down. If it's not a first down, it's real close. Walker once again with the good run. Here comes the Sooners. They're coming down like a freight train. Now they got the first down. That was a 2nd and 1. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Can Kansas get out of the first half with a lead against Oklahoma? Can they have the lead against Oklahoma? I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really difficult to stop the Sooners here. What, do we have a delay? Is it a weather delay? We have a weather delay of Oklahoma and Kansas. A weather delay of Oklahoma and Kansas. A lightning delay. Wow. Well, we haven't had one of those in our watch parties. I'm trying to figure out how to handle this. Trying to figure out how we should handle this. Let me see if I get any information in regards to how long is expected to be the delay. Brandon Drum, who does Oklahoma in Rivals. Says lightning delay 30 minutes from the last seen strike. So this thing could be a bit. Fingers crossed it's not. So we're going to be in a long delay here, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a break. I'm going to try to set the sign up and say delay. And hopefully this game won't take a long time. It will be back. For right now, we're going to take a little bit of a break. I hope you all come back and keep watching, and we'll see what we do here. Watch party. Kansas 14, Oklahoma 7. Because this is the game that we were focused on. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back. Hopefully you all come back for the rest of this Kansas-Oklahoma game. No, I don't want to. I could switch to Penn State, Indiana. I could switch to UC. I don't want to go. First of all, I don't want to do a Big Ten game. We did 2 Big Ten games last weekend. Back to back. So that's why I'm not doing the Wisconsin-Ohio State game. And I also don't want to, I want to be able to try to do the entire Kansas-Oklahoma game. I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Because my schedule gets pretty busy in the later afternoon. So if this delay goes on and on, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We'll see. Just you know what? I'm just going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll be back. Watch party, Kansas, Oklahoma. It's on a weather delay. Okay, so we'll and I'll be back here in a little bit. Kansas, Oklahoma, it's a delay, and I'll see you in a little bit. We'll figure out what we're going to do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you something right here. Max Olson from The Athletic, 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Just saw more lightning. This delay is going to take a while. The most important thing to me is safety for Eddie. So this game's not going to be starting anytime soon. And the problem with that is, I'm all wrapped up with stuff this afternoon. So I won't be at the end of this game. Whenever this game ends, 4 hours from now, 5 hours from now, I won't be there at the end of the game. In fact, I'm thinking about coming on live tonight at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time, to go over the games that happened during the day and then talk about the games that are happening during the night. So and to switch to another game doesn't really work. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, because I did all the advertising for Kansas and Oklahoma. My title screens are not, it's just nobody's anticipating me covering the West Virginia, UCF, or Indy. I'm not going to do the Indiana Penn State game because we did 2 Big Ten games last weekend. This was our only real option, to be honest with you. Oklahoma, Kansas, great game. It's going to be a good game whenever it finishes. Number 6 Oklahoma against Kansas. We were all primed, but we are going to be in a long weather delay. And I am not going to I'm not going to have you all hanging around on a watch party in where we're not even going to be able to carry it to the end of the game. Again, it's a 30-minute delay until the last lightning strike. And then the players have to warm up after that. So this game is going to last a very long time, and I won't be able to cover the end of it. So we're going to cut down. We're going to stop our coverage of Kansas, Oklahoma. I do apologize to everybody watching that have hung around. We don't really have an option. We do not have an option. So we're going to shut it down. Thank you for your comments. Great comments. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate it. Help us keep the lights on here at Peek Around the Corner. We're going to try to come on tonight at about 6:30, 7 o'clock to talk about the games that happened throughout this Saturday, week 9. So look for us then. Hopefully you drop on by. Again, my apologies. It's a weather delay, and not much I can do about it. Not much I can do about it. So until next time, from all of us at PATC to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Thank you